Hi friends, welcome to your first official day of Writers Workshop. I am so excited to get started. These first 2 weeks we've been working on writing with our reading, and you did excellent on some things like sentence patterning charts and listening for sounds and words. And even this week we're going to keep practicing new sight words that we can use in our writing. All the things we do in reading come to writing with us, but this week we get to actually start writing together. And I'm so excited because writing is one of my favorite things to teach, and I can't wait for us to get started together. Now, you are going to go to writing every day and you're going to watch a video like this. You're going to have to watch the video because if you don't watch the video, you're not going to know what to do because writing is not taught in Google Meets. Y'all come to Google Meets every day, and you know by now we don't have writing in our schedule. So every day you're going to have a video that talks to you about what I want you to do for writing. This week, we are talking about setting up Writers Workshop. When we talk about Writers Workshop, it's a time that we write together and that you practice new skills that I teach you. But I have 2 rules for Writers Workshop that I want you to remember. First of all, in Writers Workshop, we have choice. You always get to have a say in what we write. We will write about specific genres or specific skills, but you always get to choose what your story is about. You get to have choice. And you also are going to write the whole time. That's my second rule. And we're going to talk about that rule on Friday together. And you actually have a box on your Writers Workshop slide where you clicked on this video. There's a box there that says stamina, and that's the word we're going to talk about. And there's nothing there yet because it doesn't need to be there until Friday. So let's start talking about how we're going to get ready for Writers Workshop at home. Today, our topic is our supplies. What do we need as writing supplies when we are writing at home? This is a little different than a lot of the things we've done for virtual learning so far, for remote learning at home, because when we write, we really need paper and pencils, and it's not just going to be done on the internet. It's not just going to be a seesaw activity where you drag and drop things. It's not just going to be a Canvas discussion where you type in a sentence answer for me. It's going to be where you actually need paper out and actually need supplies to write with so that I can see how your writing is working at home. So today we're talking about writing supplies. And let me give you some ideas of things you might need. First of all, you're going to need paper. Right now I'm using a notebook. A notebook is a really good way to keep things together if you are at home because none of our pages can fall out. We always have our writing here with us. You're going to need paper. If you choose not to use a notebook, if you're going to choose to use just paper that's loose, you can do that too, but you're going to need a place to keep it. So if you're going to use just like sheets of paper, you might want a folder to put them in. It's going to be very helpful if your paper has lines on it to help you keep your writing neat. So think about what kind of paper you're going to use. You're also going to need something to color with because we very often include pictures with our writing. In my class in 2nd grade, I tell my students it's okay to use crayons or markers, or if you have colored pencils. Colored pencils are some of my favorite, as long as you have a sharpener. But crayons and colored pencils you can use anytime. Anytime you're drawing in our writing, you can use crayons or matte pencils. Markers are a little different because I have a rule with markers. If you're only writing on the front side of the page, you can use markers. If you have to write on the back side of your page too, like if I need to put something over here, you cannot use markers because markers go through the paper. So we only use them if we have a front side of the paper only. But at home, you can use crayons, markers. I didn't put colored pencils, but those are a great choice too. Then you're going to need something to write with. And my sticky note says pencils or pens. Let me tell you my rules about those too. Pencils are always the best because we can fix mistakes. Pencils have erasers that help us to make sure that our writing is nice and neat and organized. Pens are sometimes used, and I do let 2nd graders use pens whenever we're writing something that we want to be permanent. So for example, if I do a writing and I write a rough draft and I just write my story quickly, but then maybe I go back to my story and I check and make sure I have all the things I need, capitals, letters, and periods, and I have spaces between my words. And when my writing looks nice and neat, then I can copy it in pen. So it's okay to have some pens available. We might use them. And if they help you to write neater, that's okay too. But don't forget, pencils are the easiest because we can fix our mistakes if we make them. Now, here are 2 questions I want you to think about today when you are looking for supplies that you're going to use for Writer's Workshop. 2 questions. First, how will you organize them? How will you organize your supplies? If you're going to have a notebook for Writer's Workshop, you might want to just have that notebook. Maybe you want to put Writer's Workshop on the front of your notebook. Maybe you want to decorate with stickers so you know it's for Writer's Workshop every single day. You're going to need to figure out how you're going to organize them. Your pens and pencils. Are you just going to leave your pens and pencils like laying everywhere on the table and maybe they get knocked off by your brothers or sisters or somebody else in your family? Probably not the best idea. So where are you going to keep your pens and pencils? Today, you have a Seesaw link at the bottom of this activity on this page. It says Seesaw and there's a blue link there. And when you click on it, it's going to take you to Seesaw and you can listen to the instructions there again if you need them. But your assignment today is to create a quick video for me that shows me the supplies you're going to use for writing. So you can show me what kind of paper you're going to use. You're going to show me what kind of colors you have and your pencils and where you're keeping them. Show me all of your supplies today in your Seesaw video. I can't wait to see how you're getting ready for Writer's Workshop.